Still in the fucking swamp, do you?
I'll be out of it in a second.
You know, she carries her fucking swords exactly the same way as a Jedi does.
Point the blade away from yourself.
Yeah, and like run at a slant.
So she's basically doing the sword equivalent of Naruto running.
A little
Basically.
bit.
Well, when you have a lightsaber, sometimes your sword can go off by accident.
So I'm standing here to make you notice that the particles touch the surface of the water. They don't go through it.
Ooh.
That is,
Cool.
yeah, it's a nice little detail.
Cool.
PS2
Also,
era.
I love that she just juggles that sword.
Yeah, if you let her stand there, she'll do some stuff.
Mishala,
Also, hello.
hear me.
Butterfly!
Okay, evil McBad dude.
It's evil McBad dude, basically. Also, here comes Mishala showing you exactly why I like
What
her.
is it you want, Jasad? Your parlor tricks grow
What do you want,
stale.
bitch?
Mishala, did you think to hide your plans from me? I have
She just walks outside and is like absolutely unimpressed by this.
There's nothing wrong with Sheena
again?
Prince any-
to awaken the elder breed.
Alright,
Your
Dorkenstein,
kind
why do you
is
want this?
incapable of handling such power.
Our future is not yours to decide.
Yours is a primitive species, Mishala. Savage and undisciplined. We offer
So,
you
yeah,
our
I don't like
guidance,
this guy.
yet you fight us with tooth and nail.
You offer us slavery, Jasad.
Call it what you will. Accept your place in the natural order and your people will be cared for. Continue to
The
fight us.
smuggest bad guy ever, and I hate him.
There will be no further warnings.
Hate.
I can see through the shadows that he has 3 faces.
Well, he's one of the desert lords. We've seen.
The question is, does he have nipple rings?
Oh, of course he does.
Yeah, it's like standard, right?
or
He's a desert lord. I think they're born with nipple rings.
Innocent.
Ew.
Yeah, they're kind of fucked.
Also,
Just
oh
roll
yeah,
them live.
I forgot to talk to this guy before I went.
Hey,
You made
dude.
it back.
Are you
I thought I'd seen
impressed
the
by
last
me?
of you. Incredible. There aren't many who could survive the Shadow Mire on their own.
Yeah, you're not gonna be a snarky asshole to me anymore, hmm? Dickhead. Hi, kitty.
I do like that the main villain has butterfly wings. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. They went a weird direction with the desert lords.
I like it. You don't often get to
I
see
like it
butterfly
too.
wings. You don't often see butterfly wings used in Malevolence.
Did I miss something? Who was that up in the sky?
That was Jasad Duthane, the ruler of the Desert Lords. It seems he's learned of our arrival.
No shit,
Did you
Barrock.
find the rune?
Of course. Here.
Now, did he eat that? She threw it at him. Did he eat it? Did I go through all that trouble for him to have a snack?
Excellent work,
Yes.
Lynn.
Thank you. Now, if you're done lying
She's
around,
lying around.
maybe we should open these gates.
If only it were so simple. Each of the 4 gates lies in a different region, and each was sealed from the other side.
Another journey, then. How far are they?
2 gates lie in the Northlands, where ancient Meridia once stood. The other 2 are in the Desert of Tears.
The Northlands are closer, aren't
She
they?
says the Northlands are
And-
Maybe
close.
we should try there
And
first.
the
That
third
would
gate
seem our
and the
best
third
choice.
lord is in
The
New
Shaw has
London,
already
but
struck
you
an
need the
alliance
ring of
with the
Artorias
Northmen at
the
Ravenshold.
Mistwalker
Good.
to slay them.
Let's get moving then.
Ravenshold,
I'm afraid my memory
these
of
two
that
are
area
people
is
of
a bit
culture.
rusty. Perhaps the seer there can offer us some directions.
So,
Also,
you're
I
determined to
know
follow through with this.
that I said his chin was
I've
pointy before,
warned
but look at it from the
Mishala,
side.
But she won't listen.
Jesus Christ.
It's going to
Omens
stab
are
somebody.
dark. I fear
He could
the
open
Eye
cans
hides
with that.
Great peril.
He
for
looks
us
like
all.
Yeah,
Matt
he's-
tonight from the stuff.
No choice.
Yeah, he's
Whatever
definitely
dangers may
evil.
come, the Dragon Mother
No
must
person,
be awakened.
no other person would have a chin that
You'll
bullshit.
need
Okay,
a guide.
if we get into a fight and he,
The
and
northern
he doesn't
coastline
stab a
is
bitch with
rugged
his
and
chin,
the
I will be
inlet to
disappointed.
Ravenshold is difficult to spot.
He
Man,
looks
I'm
like
not gonna
Matt
be
Shipping
tonight.
outpost in the Andrelian
Man,
Isles.
imagine being married to that
If
guy.
you
No.
That
persist,
is gonna be
one
a
of our ships can guide
hazard.
you through.
Good.
No.
That being
I
said,
remember the way to the islands.
Eating
for a guide
eating someone
there.
out is probably something that Chin is really good for.
Jesus.
No,
It's
no.
basically he has a dildo on his face.
Oh.
Miss Sharla has told you of her
You both need to
plans
be
then.
put in timeout.
I must confess,
Yes, of course
I
she
have
did. You were
warned
right
her
there
against it.
when she told me these
The
plans.
omens are dark.
You were staring at
I
us
fear something
as we talked.
Conversely,
awaits us on this path.
conversely, face sitting also he'd also be very good for. You just have to move back and forth and just edge on his chin.
No.
Alright.
That's what I said. Basically, the dildo on his face.
Okay, so this is the dragon.
Oh, these controls seem a little awkward.
They're not actually. He's actually very smooth to move.
Really,
He just looks clunky.
Yeah, it looks like he turns way too sharply. Oh, really? 4 feet off the ground? Okay.
Well, I just wanted to show you that that's how
Okay.
how it looks like when he flies. We'll be flying, like, actually flying before
Okay.
too long. I just have to go give Breck his helmet. He's gonna be really excited about it.
Toadfist's helm? You actually got the damned thing? Great Golgren's sack.
I like that.
I've given up hope I've ever
As an
seen
Great
exclamation.
golden sack.
Great Golgren's
Yeah,
sack.
Take your money. I'm going to have a look at
It's
this
like,
thing and see if I can't modify it a bit. If
What's
it
the
could be
kind of
made
sack
to
you
fit a
need?
human,
You know exactly
would
what
be
it
a
means.
damn
I know
nice
it's-
bit of armor.
It kind of reminds me of the dwarves, Brock and Sindri. They always had, like, very lewd exclamations.
Always a
old
pleasure
things
doing
change.
business.
So we're just selling all of our broken shit and some other stuff.
Always a pleasure doing
The
business.
shit he sold
Always
you
a pleasure
before.
doing
Yep.
business.
You can have it back now that it's busted. See, I can repair it for 187, and it'll have half of its original durability.
Jeez.
But I can have the mithril short sword now. And the steel longsword, but I don't get one of those for a while.
Ooh.
Mithril longsword. Ooh, Wyvernclaw, the tick. Buying the tick, I believe.
Spoon!
Yeah, these are very much looks like the inspiration for your sword aesthetics, Gatha.
Oh yeah, these are very much extremely my shit right here.
Yeah.
I love fantasy sword designs. Screw practicality.
Like, the short swords aren't my favorite,
Oh, yeah,
but
that's
the
a good
scimitars in
one.
this game absolutely are. They are the best thing ever.
They
Also,
are the...
that's my next bit of armor is the chainmail, and it's extremely ineffective looking because it only has half of one arm.
Fucking really?
Oh yeah, that's
Just
a
watch
good...
when I put this
Take
shit
care,
on.
little one.
I like how enthusiastic this guy is.
Oh, Breck is great. Okay, so I want to keep the Bitter Touch as a little trophy, so I just drop it back here in his storeroom. It'll stay there forever as a memento. Breck's storeroom there is one of the very few absolutely safe places to drop something to come back to get later, because you can always get to it. That's the Earthblade that I got the last one. Because you can always get back to Breck's blacksmith shop, and nothing will ever fall through the floor.
Oh.
There are places where if you drop something indoors, it will fall directly through the floor, and you will never get it again.
Roboted there for a minute. It's gone now, but
What happened?
Scatha roboted for a minute. It's
Well,
gone now.
I didn't robot on my end, so it was probably just you.
Probably just me. Yep, I see connection spike.
I'm sorry.
You'll be sorry. Be better.
Getting magic.
I am getting magic. I believe finally I'm actually buying magic, maybe? Maybe? Please actually buy the magics that you need, Rin. 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 No, Rin.
Farewell, Rin.
Why?
I hope
Damn
for
it!
the sake of us all that your mission is a successful one.
I promise I eventually buy the magic. I eventually read the magic menu correctly and see that I need 4 skill points in magic, and I don't have to be level 4. Because I want to get rejuvenate, but I don't need that yet. I'll be fine. Okay, so what you can do now is you can go straight to the Andrelian Islands, or you can fuck around in Sardana and get a few level ups before you go over there. And some good swag. Here are the Blackwing Dragons. They're those big black dragons that we saw in the beginning.
Yeah.
And this is basically how Dragon Combat goes.
Are we Raptros now?
I don't think he's quite as fast.
Or as bullshit with the throwing planes at you. There is, I heard, yeah, you just feel assault from everyone in the room right now.
Are you kidding? I'm the one who got to the planes before Raptros and just bombarded them until they died. That was my strategy. I jacked it from them.
What game are we talking
When
about?
I played Targra, they beat me to it, but when I played Praetor, I beat them to it.
We would be talking about War of the Monsters, Newt.
Any sort of plane or like truck exploded caused a hell of a lot of knock. So you could just keep throwing explosives and just chain knock someone down until they die.
I also memorized on each map where the crushable buildings are.
I memorized where all the explosives were. So as soon as somebody got up, someone like Praetor, fly, grab something, boom, fly, grab something, boom. And
So
between each boom, I would throw a parasite at them.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is I am just finding everything like that I can toast.
Jesus. Burn with extreme prejudice.
You get XP from
Yep.
dragon kills?
Yep. I get the
Jesus.
same amount of XP that I would for otherwise, so why not just torch them to death?
Fair.
I have a giant dragon. Why not use them?
Also fair.
Also, they can throw fire back, so... They just miss a lot.
Dragons throwing fire? How preposterous.
Oh, see? He's throwing fire back.
Oh wow, that hurt.
You want some fire, asshole? Have some. Dickhead.
You guys are tanky.
Warthawks are not... Warthawks are kind of tough. That's why I'm letting the dragon take care of these
You
ones.
sat there and dragon fire, the fuck?
I don't want the bow game. I don't want that. Thank you. That's what I want. Poke it.
Do hitting boxes take durability?
No, thankfully not. They did in the first game.
Oh. I was gonna say, I know some games that did that.
The first game absolutely did that, and you had a invincible dagger that you get in the beginning that is only useful for that eventually.
Oh lord.
Also, seeing the Trog spawns, I think I realized why it was taken away from me because of all the human heads on spikes.
That might have been,
Wait, what?
but there was a
What?
lot of...
I never got to this part. It's like, it's janky now, but as a kid I would have loved this.
Yeah.
I would just do nothing but flying around on him, killing enemies, because I imagine enemies respawn.
No, they don't. There's only a set amount of enemies. At certain times in the game, more enemies will be added to the map, but that's not the same as respawning. That's why you only get to level 12, because that's all of the experience that is in the game.
Oh,
Interesting.
Wow, this game is jank.
Read it.
It's a little bit janky, but I enjoy it a lot. I know he's back there. Come here, stupid.
Good luck. I can't fit through the goddamn cave.
Come on. Warthog. Follow me.
Oh shit, you can talk.
Yeah, the Warthogs, they talk like they're drunk all the time. And it's kind of my favorite thing. Also, did you see that? Did you see how much health he took off by hitting the dragon once?
Ow.
That's why we let the dragon take care of them.
It seems like you guys share health, though.
We do. We are bonded directly by our souls. If one of us dies, the other one dies.
I'll wait here, Rin.
Interesting.
So that's why we share a health pool. It's why the dragon is healed when Rin drinks a health potion.
Gotcha. I think there's a game I used to play.
I like when dragon games do that.
Like, give you a reason to be bonded together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally a magical soul bonding that we've gone through.
That's right! Oh, Dragon Rage, Dragon game.
It was a bit janky.
Okay.
And I'm almost dead.
Dragon Rage, I'm posting a link here.
Rage or range?
Rage.
Oh, my rage game. Literally, my rage game. I fucking hated it. Were you not here when I talked about it?
No, I've beaten that game multiple times as a child.
Bitch, I did not. I got so mad at the second part where you had to go track down the eggs because always it'd fail you when one got away.
Yeah, that one was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and I always quit before then, and a couple years ago, I decided, you know what? I can't let this continue. So I sat down, and I played the whole goddamn game, and I finished it. And then I was disappointed as fuck, because it sucked.
Yeah.
Bitch, I didn't.
I had to look it up, but, like, apparently the game was technically never finished.
Yeah, there is like a 12th part that is on your map that you can't go to.
I'm coming.
Okay, you can just appear from nowhere, Arok. Okay.
I'm coming.
Jesus. Fucking dragons.
You sound so just, well, it's my job.
So mad at that fucking stupid game.
Dragon Rage, I kind of enjoyed because I flew around and toasted orcs.
Oh yeah, I liked that too, but didn't like the rest of it.
You know, this is one of the few instances I've seen of a dragon with bat wings that has wings that look actually like a bat's.
Yep.
I noticed a lot of artists focus more on what the wings look like folded up than how they would operate when unfurled, and it's so refreshingly naturalistic.
Yeah, they look pretty good when they're flapping, actually. They bend the right way, and I've seen games where the wings do not bend the correct way, and it's really off-putting.
Yeah. Yeah. Early PS2 games couldn't do dragon wings very well. Most, anyways.
Well, to be fair, these people had practice beforehand on the PC.
Oh, that's true.
On like Windows 98. So they knew how to make janky things work.
Yeah. I recently tried to replay Eye of the Dragon. It has very awkward controls. Why don't I remember the controls being a pain when I was a kid?
I'm still mad that you beat that fucking Dragon Rage game.
I was a kid. I literally had all the time in the world to beat it.
I got so pissed off that I never wanted to play it again after that. Then again, I did that with what other game was it? Dragon's Dogma, I think, actually.
I never played Dragon's Dogma.
I played a little bit of it, like, And then I got so mad at one part, and I don't even remember what it was, and I went back and beat it again.
That reminds me,
Sorry.
a certain friend of ours, when he plays a game, he tries to 100% it. So he got Drakan 3.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That poor fucker.
Ooh.
Is he ever going to come out of there?
He already did.
Seriously? I mean, it's doable, but it's a pain in the ass.
He also did it as a 1 and 2.
1 is not as impressive as, 2 and 3. Two,
And
because
he's currently doing it with MH World when he has the time. Getting every piece of armor,
Who are we talking about?
including low rank.
We're talking about his imaginary friend.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Rin-sama.
we know you don't. We know you don't have a life and have all the time in the world. Okay, it's all right.
Oh.
Sucks.
Also, Raven, you're gonna like this part.
No.
You like chickens, right?
E.
Do you hear the chicken?
No.
Do you see the chicken?
What the hell is that?
This giant fucking chicken
Nice chicky chick chick.
that has minced people.
Is she calling it?
Yeah. Here, chick, chick, chick. It doesn't come near me. I can sit here and shoot it as much as I want, but if I went near it, it would kill me in one hit. No matter
you
how
kill
much
it?
health I have. Yep.
Oh, you did. Okay.
That
And
chicken is dynamite.
I get a golden egg.
The killer chicken.
Wow. It has like bloody piles of victims.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's the best thing ever.
It's a prelude to the secondary chickens.
And I have never, ever, ever gotten it in any of my playthroughs of this game. But there is a chance for any merchant in this game to sell you a weapon that is literally just a goddamn chicken.
Like you're holding a chicken and
You
you're
hold it by the legs and you swing it, and it makes gawk noises as you hit things.
Have you guys ever heard the raid of Cymru?
The what?
Hang on. I'm getting this for y'all.
Yeah, the
I know in
chicken.
Medieval there was a drumstick weapon that you just throw chicken drumsticks or
Yeah.
turkey legs at enemies,
But-
and it turns them into chickens and gives you health.
Yeah, this is a literal chicken. If you drop the weapon, like you drop it out of your inventory, it runs around like a normal chicken.
Can you
But
pick
it-
it back up?
But it's a sparkling, like one of those sparkling weapons, you know? When you drop your weapon, you can see it sparkling. So it's just a glowy chicken running around.
But can you pick it back up?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So when it breaks, does this mean the chicken's just dead?
When it breaks, you can get it repaired. But it has very, very low durability, and the chance of it dropping is really low. And nobody knows how to make it drop. They've
Oh,
tried to
wow.
figure it out, but they can't like find any pattern to it. It's just really random.
Weird.
But it does 70 armor piercing damage, or 30 armor piercing damage, which is
Is there
comparable to the other best weapon in this game.
Is there any other RNG stuff in this game, or is it just that?
It's kind of just that.
That's really odd.
Mm-hmm.
It's one person had an idea and slipped it in with the programming when no one else was looking.
And it only costs 1 gold.
Fucking what?
It costs 1 gold. It does 30 armor piercing damage, which is comparable to, like I said, the actual best weapon in this game. But it has really low durability.
Okay.
The only time I've gotten it is when I forced the game to give it to me with the game
Eager for
game
more
shark.
magic, are you? Good. What is it
You
wish
swing
for
it, it
us?
goes. "Pakak! Pakak!"
Fucking hell.
It's the best thing ever.
Casey, you provided, and I shall provide another. Enjoy, Casey.
Am I actually going to buy... Am I
Oh.
actually going to buy magic?
Yes.
Buy magic, please. You need it. Do it! Yes! I'm buying magic! Time Slow and Fear are the two that I'm going to be using. But I go ahead and get Ice Blast and Fireball anyway.
Do they take up inventory space?
No. It's just you basically learning how to do the spell.
Buying skills.
Yep. I'm trying to decide, do I want it? Yeah, I might as well. I never use it,
Go
ever.
with my blessing ring.
But I have it! So sometimes you come out of a cave and Arok is standing there doing little idle animations. He like kicks his back legs or stretches, and it's just kind of neat. Makes him feel more like a living thing.
Hey, Scott, have you ever drawn Arok?
I have. I've drawn him on several occasions. I just haven't drawn him recently.
Ah.
Well, considering you're not doing the How to Train Your Dragon fanbase any solids, why don't you do what Drakan fanbase there is solid?
I've given them plenty.
All
of art.
one.
There's actually a group on DA that is just for Drakan.
Doesn't surprise me any.
And I think half of their gallery is actually mine.
My.
I'm gonna buy a lot of potions here. Does he?
There you go.
I think he says the
There
line
you
here.
go. Careful with those ones. Too many of those and the voices come. You know how they are. There you go. Careful with those
Be careful with those ones. Too many of those
and
and the
voices
voices
come. You know how they are. Bye bye.
Yes,
now.
we know how voices are. What the fuck, man?
Qualis is pretty good.
It's
It's
fun.
I never really go up to him anymore after I get the health spell. Because I don't really need to buy potions anymore.
There we go. I typed in Drakan to DA and like half of the top couple pictures are Scatha.
Mm-hmm. I told you.
Oh, there's a lot of art actually.
There is, actually.
A lot of them are like models and riggings too.
Also, Scatha's now good enough with humans to draw Rin with Arok.
I could, yeah.
Oh, that's neat. Somebody did their like Dragonborn / Kobold character with Arok.
Oh, that's cool.
I will post some art here.
Okay, I have to be extremely careful.
Hold on, Rin.
Bone dragons will fuck me right the hell up right now.
Is it a bone dragon?
Yep.
So far, I'm just seeing fire and death.
Hold on. I have to get around the corner where he flew over here.
Shit. He launched a spear at you.
Yep, there's catapults. There's
Oh.
the bone dragon following me right here. If I let him get near me, he will shoot lightning, and the lightning homes in on you, and it rips your health away.
Jesus.
They are nasty.
There's actually a ton of art. 1,465 results. Okay.
Yeah, people who... See, there went my health.
Ah, yeah.
Nom.
And you can't heal while you're on your dragon?
I can, yeah. But I have to open the inventory and do it from there. And I have to stop moving to do that.
You should be dead.
Ooh, okay. Well.
So there's no... Oh, yes. Oh, so when you open your inventory, you're still...
Yep. And I still have to take the time for her to drink the potion.
So, somebody posted an Arok trophy thing. Like, his head on a trophy rack.
Oh.
Why?
I don't know. people be whack, yo. I gotta post this now. I'm sorry. It made me laugh. For some reason the DA things aren't. There we go. Shipper's
That is
gonna
a
ship.
very lizardy dragon face.
Yep.
Shipper's
Arrak's a
gonna
good
ship,
dragon.
yo. Anyways, the first one above that is the Cobalt picture. It didn't open for some reason.
It's a pretty good picture. I just clicked on it and looked.
Cool deal.
I like dragons who look pretty.
I like all Dargans. Even those that people say aren't Dargans.
Like what?
Like insectoid dragons or the floof dragons. Admittedly not my favorite, but I still like them.
I definitely do like insect dragons.
They're a minority, sadly, but yeah.
So basically,
course.
what I'm doing right now is playing the Back That Ass Up game with bone dragons.
Yes.
That ass up.
You don't
Is
want
that
them to get
bar-
close.
Is that bar on the side of your screen your XP bar?
Yes, the blue one that's almost to
Blue?
the top right now. Blue or purple, depending on how you see it.
Purplish?
Yeah.
I think it's indigo, like the mix of blue and purple. Because at one point
It's
I can
blurple.
yeah, it looks like it's both at the same time, and it's awkward.
Yeah, purple, blue, whatever you want to call it, it's that bar that, yeah, that's my experience bar.
Looks like purple to me.
It's blurple.
Blue, it looks blue at some angles and purple at others. I'm gonna say indigo.
It's more purple to me, but
Yeah, it does look a little more purple to me, but
I have advanced color vision.
apparently I have bad color
so does
vision.
that mean you have elf eyes?
What do they see?
No!
What do they
What's wrong
see,
with that?
Casey?
No!
What does the KC see?
Now!
What does the KC see?
What does the K see?
We don't know what the K sees. Casey's bondage.
Yeah.
Ugh. Shit.
That's a real person, no.
The K sees. The
Yeah.
K sees.
Oh, that's fine.
You
Oh, that's
see,
fine. Oh, that's
ass.
fine.
Wordplay.
Thanks for being disgusted, though.
Oh.
Also, that's Blake's territory, so I don't want to infringe.
I'm
No,
pretty
I
sure he
wasn't-
would be the one being tied up.
I wasn't insinuating that, you ass.
Oh, I know.
Fucker.
Luckily, this last bone dragon is kind of stupid. It's stuck behind a wall.
Ah, geometry, my old nemesis. You are an ally.
And I'm gonna
Long
come back
life.
to this area later. I just wanted to clear it out. Mostly for the lovely, lovely experience that I'm getting.
Also, good lord, is Dragonfly a little boring?
Yeah, he doesn't go very fast, or, you know, he
Yeah.
takes his time.
I mean,
You can make it
Dragon
more
Rage-
interesting by you can go up really high and then dive. He goes a little faster.
Like, Dragon Rage was not a great game, but it had flying mechanics.
Did you say it had good flying mechanics?
Yes?
Oh,
Oh god, there's some little piece in my heart that's just
I just fly around in that game for hours. I had
you
fun.
touched a button.
I shouldn't have done that.
it was fun, but it wasn't good mechanics. They were annoying as
Compared to other early flight games, it had good flying mechanics.
that was the only flight game that I played and I fucking hated it.
Have you ever tried to find
I'll wait
this,
here, Rin.
Find what?
You
The
got black
ceiling.
pancakes.
the ceiling of Skyrim?
No.
I have.
Ow.
So I want to point something out.
Mods.
There's a
Hmm.
This is the entrance to the desert. Everybody says that the Northlands are closer. The gate for the desert is right fucking here.
Of course.
Why are the Northlands closer?
Because they wanted to be. I don't know.
It's like, does that gate just like connect to a really long tunnel or something? And we'd have to make awkward conversation for about 5 hours? Is that why? Also, there's the mother's eye. We were shown that in the beginning of the game. But now I finally have it on my map because I looked at it with my dragon. So, when we were in the bar, we were told about the Brotherhood of the Eternal Word. Somebody's been killing the monks up here. Let's go see if we can do anything about that. And you're gonna either hate or love these monks. I like them.
Have you come to involve yourself in our grand tragedy? Is our story then to have a happy ending after all? Please, speak at once with the Grand Savant.
They talk in book metaphors, and they also talk like they are stoned 24/7.
I kinda love them.
What new twist of the plot do I spy here?
You would.
Is it a valiant young
Eager
heroine?
for some
Eager for some
character
character-building
building
conflict? Oh, what
They're
a
meta
clever
assholes. I love them.
You will want to speak with the Grand
I love the
Savant at
Brotherhood
once.
of the Eternal Word.
Yeah, they're great.
They are it's a monastery for books, and they talk in book metaphors.
It's like an entire small congregation of Deadpools. I kind of love them.
They are much chiller than
Please,
Deadpool.
speak at
though,
once
so-
with the Grand
hard.
Savant. You'll find him just within the monastery.
They sound like the fucking monks from Spyro.
This guy here will give you
there,
some
and welcome
lovely
to our
backstory.
library. My name is Brother Bertram.
But he
As
only
you can
gives
see,
me 2
we have
bits
many
of it
great
right here.
works preserved here. My personal area of interest is in our local history. Should you care to hear some of it, I
This
would
is
be
another
happy
thing
to
where you
oblige.
just get random dialogue when you talk to
Never
them.
did I think I would live to see a true dragon of the order. When Marla Shea called her children into the sleep of ages, only the dragons of the Dark Union refused. It's said that a dozen or more of those may still exist.
See,
but a
so
dragon
the
of
Elder
order
Breed are
hasn't been seen in over
the ones that you see
600 years.
around are usually
You seem to have exhausted my story.
the Dark Union
Perhaps you
dragons
should
who
read some of the
refuse
fine
to go to
texts we
sleep.
gathered here, if you're still hungry for knowledge.
So
Okay.
when people
No
see
wonder
a
they're
dragon, they're usually assholes.
Also, no wonder why the Dark Union are pricks. They're all sleep deprived.
Welcome to the Brotherhood of the
This is the
Eternal
Grand
World.
Savant.
Have you
I
told
googled
the
some
big
mods to
story
add more dinosaurs to
me?
Skyrim,
We've
and
been
this
awaiting
one
General
has
Derman and
just
his
like
soldiers.
a 3-paragraph
The
rant
incessant reading of those
about
insipid
justifying
war texts has them
why they
preoccupied.
might look slightly
I
different from
feared
the real world.
we should have all have passed on before help
Jesus
arrived.
Christ.
What exactly is the
It's not
trouble?
needed,
The
dude.
brothers who were buried in the crypt.
Just say, hey, it's a mod. Download or don't. Fuck off.
It's ghastly.
Oh, so
We have them locked up now in
the
the
things that are
catacombs.
killing the brothers of the
But they
Eternal Word
murdered
are
poor Brother Libra.
they're
And
dead.
Brother
They're dead
Folio,
fronts.
too. Chop the poor men to bits.
What is it you want
So,
me to do?
why is this guy wearing
It
Dr.
sounds as if
Seuss
you have them
clothes?
contained.
Because he feels
We
like it.
cannot leave them like
Like,
that.
yeah,
Fair enough.
They may
His
be
outfit needs to be
monsters now,
toned down
but
like
crass
3,000%.
and dull as
He
they
doesn't
may
need to
seem, they
tone
were
down
fine,
shit.
well-read men once.
He loves himself and he will
Whatever
dress the
has
way
caused
he
them to
wants.
rise in such a
Fair.
state must be stopped.
But I also want to
It
set
is
it on
an
fire.
insult to the memory of such noble, erudite brothers.
It has a 2-color base and
Is at work to have corrupted their minds in this way.
All right, I see your point.
And Rin's
How
like,
would I
yeah,
believe
get to the end of the story.
Oh,
Shut up.
Thank you.
You talk
I'll
like
tell
J.R.R.
Stanley.
Tolkien writes.
Oh, Jesus. That's why I can't get out of that same fucking grass
At
patch every time I try to
last,
read it.
the protagonists come to aid us in our hour of direst need. The Grand
wow,
Savant
you just
will
addressed
surely
her
wish
as
to
the
speak with you.
protagonist.
Yeah.
I told you, they're just a bunch of meta assholes.
Brother
I
Alto,
love the Brotherhood.
I
of
need you
the
to let me
Eternal
into the crypt.
They're great.
That would actually be a great passive-aggressive power move. If someone is just like hogging the spotlight, not thinking about other people, you could just address them as the protagonist.
Here we are. I beg you, use the utmost
Also, I like that he
caution
tells me to
down
follow
below.
him, and it's
Something
like
dreadful
exactly 2
forged
steps away.
its way into this place. Let our story
Walk
have
as
a
I
happy
do.
ending, won't you?
So, here we
Ah,
go. Into the
dungeon.
crypts.
A dungeon for this dragon rider.
And listen to this voice clip.
Whoa. Nice, monks. Remember your vows now.
Why are monks buried with fucking war axes?
I don't know. Nice, monks. Remember your vows now was the funniest shit to me when I was 17.
No, that is pretty good. But also, why are monks buried with fucking battle axes? Did he say, "Oh,
I don't
I'm going
know.
to die. Bury me with a weapon so I may slay any who open my castle."
Family heirlooms?
They all got it though.
Every single... All of them have
Build my
axes.
coffin with a spring-loaded mechanism to launch me out of it when opened.
Exactly.
Also, put a weapon in my hand. I want a chance to stab a bitch. I never got that chance in life. Give me it in death, damn it.
Like, this is another layer to the Brotherhood of the Eternal Word that makes me love them. It's like, they just bury all their dudes with axes.
Yeah, it's great. It's stupid, but it's great.
It kind of bit them in the ass when they all woke up and tried to kill them, you know.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing is we make a vow of no violence, but if you die by our order or die in our order.
Well, here's the
if you-
thing: they're all a bunch of book nuts, right? So they give the skeletons the axes, so in case you have to deal with the death of the author fuckers.
Or like if you're going to rise up as an undead, you do it right, damn it.
Yeah, the axes. Yeah, the axes there in case you say this author's rolling in their grave. In this case, it's the author coming out with an axe to
fix this shit.
Oh, just imagine a zombified J.R.R. Tolkien running around with a fuck-off axe.
Whoa, you're gonna
was
ship
Christ-
Frodo and Legolas, are you?
I was Christian in life. I turned the other cheek. Now you turn your head.
Oh. Oh my god. Just imagine C.S. Lewis coming back. And going for K specifically. Like, oh, you think so, motherfucker?
Making fun of my nonsense, right? Yeah.
Oh, please, you'd go after Disney first. We all know this.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
that's
fair.
true.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That'll take them a while because Disney is in cryostasis and has bodyguards.
Oh, there's a death battle for you. Undead Disney and undead C.S. Lewis battling
Let's
it
go.
out.
Let's go.
No, the thing is, it's zombie C.S. Lewis versus cryogenically frozen head in a jar on a robot Walt Disney.
This Saturday on Sci-Fi.
Done.
Okay,
Oh,
here's some video game nonsense.
An earthquake?
We're just gonna ignore that crack. Let's just jump right over it.
The textures are so dark, you can almost not make them out on this screen.
You can't make them out on the screen anyway.
Oh, it was like that in game.
Yes, you can see absolutely nothing.
Lighting is a thing, asshats.
What a useless skeleton.
Just
I'm
shake
sorry. I'm sorry, but I am not J.K. Rowling. Forgive me.
You know, the only artist who or writer who wouldn't come back from the dead is J.K. Rowling, because she already fucked up her own writing so much worse.
She already
all
killed
the other
herself.
dead authors is holding her down. When she was buried, the other dead authors came out from their graves and like cut off her head and killed her like a proper and buried her like a proper vampire, so she wouldn't come back.
They say that in
This
her
place-
head casket, J.K. Rowling is still attempting to update her characters as we speak.
Yeah, this place sucks. You can't see anything but their eyes.
Oh, this is fun.
I hope you enjoy spinning in a circle time.
This is vaguely
Rin
nauseous.
needs healing.
Rin will be healed when I fucking feel like it.
Until then, she can suck it up, Buttercup.
I whipped out the Earth Blade because it does more damage faster than my Mithril sword. And there's a lot of these
Pretty
dudes.
shade of green.
Also that, yeah. There's a lot of these fucking dudes. I need them to die as quickly as possible.
Done.
And now I get to bumblefuck around in the dark and find all these fucking chests. There was some over here in the corner, right? I'm just gonna hump the wall until I find all of it.
Full manners.
You're a green light, and that is all I can see.
That's all I could see, too.
Good boy.
I promise you.
This is such a well-designed section.
I hate
gotta
this
be-
room. I hate this room.
It's
There, I think I found all of it.
Scepter. Huh.
And I can't go back that way, so I have to go out of the unlocked door when I can find it.
There we go.
Jesus, let me out. Freedom.
Nice.
That room is bullshit.
Kinda.
This one, you fight a bunch of dudes. You fight up all of the dudes in these caskets. But they only come out one at a time, so you're fine.
I still love the fucking monks with axes. You know, then we find out later on that they had a contingency plan for anyone who tried to invade their temple. They like ring a bell that summons the undead horde, and they all just in unison cry, "The critics are here! The critics are here!" And they just attack the fucking invading army. Critique my work, will you?
God.
You didn't even read it all the way.
Call my romances stale. You wouldn't know shit.
Couldn't work your way out of a
Shakespeare was
paper bag.
hack. One of them just starts screaming, "Shakespeare was a hack!" Another skeleton just offs his head.
Because it was the skeleton of Shakespeare.
Of course. Because he'd totally be one of these monks. Speaking all fancy pants, being just psychotic. Yeah, this is Shakespeare 101.
I look at that and I go, nope.
Nope.
But I can't nope out of it. I have to go in there.
Look, at this point, I'll take crumbling ruins over a fucking dark room of see nothing.
Yeah. Don't worry, I could see none of that either.
I know. I guessed that. This is a different kind of capture method. Some capture methods you can give like different gradients if you can see, but not this one.
No, I mean, even if I had a different capture method, I couldn't see any of that on the game, no matter how bright I turned it up. It is just that dark. That room will always be dark, and you can only see the glowing of their eyes, and that's all the hints you have for where they are.
It's what the devs wanted. By God, you're gonna get it. Fuck, I'm gonna have to add an undead rider to my skeleton pirates now.
Undead Rider. Make sure to give him an axe, though.
Yes, I will!
Oh God. Just more characters for that.
Rin, hit the
He's-
barrel. Rin!
He's not a... He's not a character that you have to worry about, Newt. It's for HWE.
Right, but
I'll need to make some room for that.
that's just still feeding your character addiction. Like, addiction.
We are here to be enablers, Newt. We aren't here to stop him.
Enablers, we're pushers, damn it. You
Pushers.
You make more characters than you do it now, or we're gonna cut your arms off.
They don't do that. You do that to me.
I've been very good.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Don't feel bad. I'm poking fun at you for poking me.
No.
Here we go. Boss fight.
I'm gonna feel bad regardless.
Too bad. I love
Oh, lovely.
So this is the reason why all the monks have
Are you
risen.
the one who has broken my brothers? Do you not know the distress you caused them when you shattered their bones?
Who are you?
Really? My friends usually
Why
love
are
it
you
when I
raising
shatter
these
their boat.
corpses?
It is our master who has breathed life into us all. He sees the true nobility in bone. I merely protect his work. You interfere with the master's wishes.
You have a roll of spikes on your back? What the fuck?
Are you a Dimetrodon?
But it is the flesh
Yes.
which forces
Yes,
them
I
to
am.
commit such acts. I see that I must strip away the flesh, so that you will be pure, as we are.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. He's not hard. He hits hard, but don't let him hit you. Just kind of walk around him in a circle and spank him, and it's fine. And this is a really great boss fight.
You're just running around in circles and hitting him with the knees.
Yep.
This is every boss fight I've ever played.
Did he drop his sword?
Yep.
Ooh.
It's a good sword, but I personally don't like it.
Slow.
It's not slow. It's just I don't like it. I don't know why. It sets
You're gonna
things on
trophy that-
fire.
Oh,
You
right.
think I would like it, but it takes at this point in time it takes more AP or more skill points than I have to use it. So I usually just sell it, even though I could keep like holding on to it until I have enough points to use it. I just, for some reason, it's just not a thing I like to use. You think I would, though. But yeah, that was a good boss fight, wasn't it?
So far, none of these boss fights have been crazy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they get a little harder.
I mean, you basically just invulnerability hacks the toad fist.
Well, even if I hadn't had the invulnerability on at the time, I think it would have been fine because he was staggering every time I hit him. He couldn't do anything. Teleporter.
You did shoot through a decent amount of your health before you got to him, though.
Well, that's because I was fucking around trying to drink the potion. If I hadn't bothered with the potion, I would have been okay. So, that starts another side quest, actually.
Oh, Lord.
Ah, my benevolent flower, your deeds flow like poetry. Their eloquence, their cadence,
Yes.
exquisite.
Give me more flowery words.
Most
Lord.
don't know it, but this region was something of a
Yeah, this
backwater
place
in the
was
time of the Order. The true
dump.
heart of the Empire was on the southern continent.
It's the best place that we
All
have
that
now.
was laid to waste in the
but,
Dark Wars. Our explorers tell us that even now, the air around the southern
Yep.
continent is poisoned. I can't imagine how many
The Dark
must have
Wars
died.
fucked everything up.
I find all this talk of the Dragon Mother most interesting. We know so little about the spirit breed, really. The dragons believed they were fragments of their great ancestral spirits.
So,
not quite ghosts, but echoes.
I really
suppose.
appreciate this
Their
guy
power
giving me
was
some
said to be
backstory so I don't have to explain all of it.
Ah, hello there, and welcome to
I don't
our
need this
library.
voice clip again.
My
I've
name
seen
is
you
Brother
before.
Bertram. As you can see, we have many great works preserved here. My personal area of interest is in our local history.
I would really
Should you
prefer
care
it
to hear
if this
some
guy
of it,
had
I
like
would be
a list
happy
of
to
things that
oblige.
he could tell me about. But old PlayStation 2 game, that doesn't exist.
Yeah. I, however, worship the
So,
great dragon
it was a
Nilf.
devil of bone that lurked behind these disturbances. This is a dark twist of the plot, indeed. What it foreshadows, I cannot say, but I must inform General Derimon at once.
Give me a
As is
good
the
chunk of
lot.
gold for it.
As is the lot of a side character like me. Also,
So-
he's sweeping outside.
Yeah, did you not notice that before?
No, I didn't.
I don't know if he's supposed to be raking leaves or something, but he just looks like he's sweeping.
They have a path under all that dirt they're trying to clean off.
Okay, so what you do after the Brotherhood of the Eternal Word is you go talk to Jade, and she will give you the next part of this undead side quest.
Whew.
Nobody tells you this in game that you're supposed to go talk to Jade. You're just supposed to know to, come here to buy spells and organically get it.
Hmm.
Because the next time you come to her after you do the Brotherhood, she will tell you
It's
this.
fortunate that you're here. Perhaps you can assist me.
I've sort of got my hands full, but I might be able to help. What's the problem?
As you are aware, we have suffered a plague of the undead
Yeah, don't you know
in
I'm
recent
committing
weeks.
genocide
I
across
now
the
know
countryside.
the reason. The necromancer Kosovo has returned, and with newfound strength. He must be stopped, and soon, or he will work us great harm.
You say returned. You fought with him before?
General Derimon did, in his youth. He believed he had destroyed the necromancer.
Good work, General
But he has
Derimon.
returned.
You suck.
What's worse,
To be fair,
he
it's
has
a
recovered
necromancer.
a terrible relic forged by Magi of the Dark Union. He must not be
Unfortunately,
allowed to
Derimon
unlock
is only
its
champion
secrets.
left.
What sort of relic?
It is called the Gravestone, a powerful tool
Damn
for the
it.
necromantic arts. So far, Kosovo has
Took you a
unlocked
minute to
only
get
the
that, didn't it?
symptoms of
Took
its
me a minute to
power.
get though.
Given time, he will discover more. We must stop him before that
Well,
happens.
it's technically called
I'm afraid
adult.
this couldn't come at a worse time. The struggle with
I was
Jasad
raised
occupies
with
all
Rookie
our
Champion
forces.
Ultimate
I
Mega.
must ask you
I'll die
to
with Rookie
undertake
Champion
this
Ultimate
task.
Mega.
Will you help us?
I can
Then
try.
pay with your blood!
Do you have any idea where this necromancer is hiding?
Cue the
He keeps to
Oblivion
his
fight
tower
music.
to the northwest.
Damn
But he
Americans
will be
getting
difficult to
into
find,
my fucking
and harder still to
Japanese.
kill. His true body is
I fought
gone.
mud crab
We must
stronger than
find
you.
and destroy it, or he will
Japanese
rise
is the
again.
purest way to get it.
Okay. So,
Farewell, Rin.
we go
For the
to
sake
that
of us
tower
all,
now
that
that was
your
guarded
mission
by
is
bone dragons. And now we know why it was guarded by bone dragons, because necromancer.
Dickbag, gotcha.
For a second there, I thought there was a velociraptor standing out in front of the door.
Nope, just a dragon.
Oh,
So-
well, that is much more reasonable.
So, Flame Strike, pretty good weapon. It's a magical weapon, sets things on fire when you hit with it, and it also, when you hit the block button when you have it out, instead of blocking, it will use one of the 10 magical charges that it has to make a shockwave of flames around you. I don't, for some reason, I just don't like it. So I usually just take it to Breck
Is it
and
an
sell it.
Is it an aesthetic thing or a
I
way
think
it
it-
plays?
I think it might be aesthetic thing. I don't like it.
Maybe it's because the flames don't really envelop it in a cool way. It's just kind of smoldering at the tip.
It's my armor-clad angel
Yeah,
back
I-
from the fray.
I just don't like it.
I hear the Wartox are frightening
So I usually
their
just sell it
children
to
with
Breck.
tales of you. Always a pleasure doing business.
And I'm gonna pick up the tick, I believe.
Nice.
Yes. The tick? Yes.
The tick?
The tick. The weapon is called the tick. You can probably guess what it does. Because it comes with a secondary effect.
Drinks blood.
The tick drinks blood and gives you health back.
Nice.
Although, drinks blood might not be the best descriptor because it
Always a
also takes
pleasure.
health from undead.
Sorry, drinks life then.
Drinks life. It's a life drinking.
Hippie hopping frogmen, you face the tick.
Off with you then.
Boom!
Spoon! Hippie hoppy frogman. You face the tick. And Arthur! Shut up, Arthur.
That's enough now, Arthur.
Slightly, like, on topic, the Tick live-action show on Amazon was really...
I've heard good things.
Oh no, it's great. It's amazing. Like, it does the dose of it, adds a bit of reality and a little grimness. Like a little bit of the grim hero thing, but, like, it always has the Tick or the situations to balance it out and make it goofy as hell.
It has just enough of both sides.
There's an entire arc where the Tick thinks he learned his origin because he can't remember what his origin is. He thinks he's a robot. So he spends an entire, like, like, an episode and a half trying to communicate with a robot and get it to accept him as its robotic brother in arms. And it's a clusterfuck just
Don't fly off
right
and leave
down.
me stranded out here, all right?
So this is the tower, and it's now open. It doesn't open until after you've done the Brotherhood of the Eternal Word. Geometry!
And of course not. It's like, the necromancer thought he killed those damn solicitors.
Whoa.
So he's opened his door again.
And for some reason, her little voice clip got cut off there before she, before it even started. It started, like, in the loading screen, so it got cut off. What she says is, "Oh, he's got his own floating little world." Yeah. It's just a little observation, like, "Oh, he's a dickbag."
Oh, he's pretentious, too.
I feel like at any moment a giant scarecrow is gonna come out from the ether and start slamming his claw down on the ground.
No.
I feel like
I feel like the Tick isn't pulling its weight.
It doesn't seem terribly strong, no.
It's not strong. The thing about it is it's supposed to be helping you not die by drinking health. You just lose health faster than it drinks. Which is really unfortunate because I really do like it.
It's good for mooks.
Where's Batman when you need him?
I feel like this is Halloween as we playing.
Yeah, see, I mentioned when I made that map for the D&D one-shot universe that everybody can just play in, that there's floating islands. This would be one of them.
Of course.
I pulled my aesthetic directly from this game, and I don't apologize for it one bit.
It'll be fine.
Now everybody has to play in it.
I'm fine playing this universe. It seems fun.
What? What?
Tell me, little assassin, does your master mean to insult me?
I don't know. Well, Ren certainly has the ass to be an assassin.
I suppose I must see what sort of
I mean, she's killed everything she's come across, so he's half right. Also, fuck you two!
It's really hard to tell what he's saying sometimes.
He's got a really strange accent. Or they tried for a very strange accent. Didn't really
Not only
work.
that is, they're also doing the airy and wispy voice, and it's kind of just, you know, obscuring things.
I'm not going to take any shit about saving after that jump because I've died before by stupid shit, like falling off the edge of this plateau here, and I'd have to start from the very beginning of it again. So
Lord, the lighting in here is just bipolar.
there's no lighting. I don't know what you're talking about.
When you like move to a certain part of the hill, everything light changes. Like that.
So I'm wandering around back here instead of going straight to the boss fight like, you know, you'd expect, because there's a sword out here that I can pick up. And it's an interesting sword. It's one of the ones that I don't particularly enjoy. I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks, so I don't use it. If I don't like the way something looks, I don't use it.
You either sell it or keep it as a trophy.
I either sell it or keep it as a trophy. I usually sell this one because I don't want to keep it as a trophy, and I will tell you why once I actually get it. Should be over here somewhere. Is it stuck in a tree? It's just stuck in the back of one of these trees with the eyeballs on them. I don't know if you noticed that, but the trees have eyeballs.
Did not.
Yeah, the trees have eyeballs. And there it is.
Everyone's on about how the hills have eyes, but nobody ever thinks about the trees have eyes.
Lestat's blade.
You remember that Asylum movie that was off of King Kong that had bad CGI dragons?
King of the Lost World?
Yep.
That was the first movie I've ever seen.
It was... I mean, it was Asylum, but there was a scene at night where a guy gets grabbed by a vine from a tree, and then lightning strikes, and we see there's just a bunch of these eyes in the tree as it's dragging him into it. And that just really creeped me the fuck out.
Also, props to the spider cocoons and digestion scene they had in that movie.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, one of the crash victims gets taken up by a spider in a cocoon, and when they get him out, they find out he's already been digested.
Huh.
I'm done screwing around up in the hills over here, so I'm going over to where the boss fight happens.
That seems like something I would remember. I'm all about cocooning people.
Well,
There is the necromancer's mortal body just floating there above a pit. Doesn't seem terribly safe to me. A safe place to keep your body that will kill you if, you know, it's destroyed. But alrighty. Also, that skeleton burst out of the wall and then, like, was so surprised it did it that it just stood there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he just hit his mortal body with an arrow.
Yes, that's what you have to do, and then, after you destroy his mortal body, his actual, necromancer, shell will come out of the wall in the back, and then you have to fight
how does
that.
that feel, Cossa?
But you have to kill this body first. So we're drinking some invulnerability potion. There he is there. See, he's got a blue ring around him. That means he's invulnerable. You cannot kill him until you kill the mortal body. And then he floats up over here, and I swing at him. Goes over the pit because he's a dickbag. And then I just get him in a corner and spank him.
Sounds like hitting a wall, not him.
I'm still hitting him. She's just also hitting the wall.
So these floating guys remind me of that Medusa from an episode of The Real Adventures of Johnny S. And I get the impression, I think, that the animators wanted to make this the, you know, the Lamia-style Medusa with the snake body instead of legs. But I also get the impression that the snake body wasn't really working out, so they just didn't animate it in the end. Because in the show proper, Medusa just doesn't have legs. He just She just floats around, constantly headbanging.
Okay, and here is thankfully this run-through's only instance of me calling for Arok and him being a dumb shit. Some run-throughs he will do this constantly and be incredibly stupid. But this run-through I got lucky and he only did it this once.
Fly over the invisible wall.
Arok, where are you going? Why are you going down? You stupid fuck.
Arok, come here.
He just takes off. Come here. No.
God. Okay, so for defeating Kosovo, some boss fights will give your dragon new powers. Kosovo is one of them, and it's one of my favorite dragon breaths ever. It's Sonic Breath. This is the normal. The normal's pretty good, but then you have the secondary. Which is just a shockwave. If you hit something with that directly, it dies.
Nice. You get a mini.
It like bursts into pieces and dies. If you hit a Warthog with it on the ground, it will leave a bloody smear across the ground. It is fantastic. I love the Sonic Breath.
You hear that, Arok? You're no longer a fire dragon, you're a Sonic dragon, you'll like it.
You'll like
now
it.
we must paint you blue.
Or light, or sound, whatever sound is.
No, Sonic dragon, so he's blue.
Oh.
Sonic.
I got it. Took me a second.
Took you a second.
Gotta go fast!
Well, he can't be Sonic then because he flies at a pace of Mosey.
Look at my human teeth!
Mm.
Hey,
So,
Ren, look at
you've
my
done
human
it.
teeth!
The necromancer is dead at last, and the gravestone has been recovered. You have done us a great service.
And
Ren.
also for defeating
One of many,
Kosovo,
it seems. Such courage should not go unrewarded.
Jade will just
If you
teach
wish,
me a new spell
I
for
shall
free.
attempt to teach you a new spell.
So this
Anyone
is
who
how
desires.
I get the rejuvenation spell later on, is I just save this free spell and then get it when I have enough points. Because it's one of the most expensive spells that she has.
Go with my blessing, Rin.
And yes, I always have to do that jump when I go down her tower.
That's fair.
I need to see if I will land on that beam perfectly or not.
I like the animation of Arok helping you up with his wing. Just a little thing to do.
Okay, like I pointed out before, the Inquisitor that's been giving the townspeople trouble is supposed to be behind a waterfall, right? There's only one waterfall. And I just wanted to look at it and show you there's exactly one fucking waterfall. I don't know why they haven't found it yet.
Man, it's not even that far away from where they are. Like,
no, they literally just have to go outside and look.
I'll be right here.
These townspeople are stupid.
I'm lazy.
But it's probably a good thing they didn't try to find it because they would have all died. Alright, give me some drugs. Or actually, I'm going to sell you some eggs. 150 gold. See, this side quest doesn't really pay up very well. Because you only get so many Blackwing Dragon eggs in the game. But it's something to do with them, I suppose.
I guess so.
Money is money.
No, don't sell my potions of life. I need those.
You just come on back when you need some more. I'll be here.
Alright, so... And then, like I said, Lestat's blade is the blade that I got from the tree back there. I don't keep it. I sell it to Breck, but I'm gonna show it off right here. Real quick. I can't use it because it takes skill level of 5 to use. It's 22 armor piercing and fast, so it's pretty good. But it's Lestat's blade. I don't want anything to do with Anrice. So it goes to Breck for cash.
With who?
And rice.
It's
Oh.
Lestat, her main
What
vampire.
now? Break your
Didn't
sword
know that.
over someone's skull again?
I want nothing to do with her, so it goes.
Always a pleasure doing
Like,
business.
she could fucking sue me for having this in my video. She's nuts. And an asshole.
I know she used to be, but I know she kind of tempered her shit later when.
Rip out a heart for me, won't you?
Although I think it's
That's a
mostly due
girl.
to now people now there being organizations fighting for like fanfiction writers and shit, so she just can't just randomly sue them. Because then they have to fight with actual team of lawyers now.
Yeah.
Not just some scared, terrified 14-year-old.
Yeah, who just liked the characters and just wanted to write a little story about them. And she just turned into a fanged troll about it. Okay, so next video we're gonna start off and we're going to go down into the Inquisitor's lair. And
No.
it's basically down to Goblin Town, yeah. This is where I begin to break the game a little bit with magic. The fear spell is my new best friend.